time sent in towards the newcomer in Elizondo. Restrepo, heel pass to Castillo. Castillo sends in a cross, and Neek gets a fingertip on it. Goal is vulnerable. Zahorski sends one in.
Beautiful, unselfish play right there. And that all started with the back heel from Restrepo to Castillo. Castillo played the ball in. And again, Forbes, unselfish play, finds Zahorski. The absolute epitome of team play, gives the Scorpions a 1-0 lead.
Tomasz Zahorski does it again. It's his 5th goal on the season. Will it be his 3rd game winner when it's all said and done tonight? It is still early, but it is great to see that young man healthy and back in the lineup tonight. I'm sure his French is improving.
Montreal, an absolutely phenomenal town, and you do not have to speak French to live in Montreal. That cannot be said about the rest of Quebec.
Well, our first card of the night, it will be the yellow variety, although the fans here in attendance were given by a sponsor some red cards whenever they see something that is to their displeasure, but that's Walter Restrepo, who is down right now. And it was Victor Pineda back with Indy 11 this evening who picks up the yellow. This is an 11 side that their past 2 matches have seen red cards come out. And Julius James, the defender, playing within 6 yards of the goal right now. And this is a little more aggressive, even if it's possible to say as much, for this back line for San Antonio.
Yeah, you can't say enough about this Scorpions team. Their back line pressing forward, and those midfielders, Forbes, Castillo, Restrepo, and Menivar, just doing a fantastic job offensively.
3rd corner of the half now for Castillo in San Antonio. There's a drive towards that back post. Header is on, header is in.
Phenomenal work right there. Castillo puts it right on the melon of James, and all James has to do is bury it. He goes 5-hole right between the legs of Neekt. Neekt unable to come up with the save, and San Antonio doubles their lead up 2-0.
It is the first goal as a San Antonio Scorpion for Julius James, the captain, able to collect.
And a well-deserved goal right there from the captain, the central defender. James doesn't get forward a lot, but when he does, he makes the most of it. Perfect example right there. He's had an assist, and now he gets his first goal of the season as a Scorpion.
And we are now joined by the head man for the expansion side from Indianapolis. And Coach, suffering your first shutout in club history on Wednesday, what were you looking for here in the opening 45 here tonight?
Yeah, just for us kind of coming out, being patient, a little bit better control of the midfield with the ball just so we can manage the game a little bit better. I thought we were a little sloppy in the midfield here in the first half.
Coach, obviously a tough first half, down 2-0. What do you need to do in the second 45 to get back into this match?
You know, we just got to get control of the game. More importantly for us, it's our team's built around possession and ball movement, so we'll be working on those things and just try to get back into the game 1 goal at a time.
Of course, the man leading them this season, Alan Marcina, and he had a lineup he had not assembled until tonight because he has a newcomer in Cesar Elizondo. Elizondo, Coach, doesn't have either of those goals, but he sure has done the best he can to try to put one in the back of the net here in the first 45.
Most definitely. I think collectively as a group, it was a great first half. We got another 45, 50 minutes left to go, and we plan to continue to take it to them.
Coach, very impressive first half. You said you wanted to come out, you wanted to take control of this match early. That's exactly what you've done, up 2-0. How do you progress in the second 45?
Again, do the simple things right. Everything we did the first half, we got to continue, and we don't want them to build any confidence. We got to put them away and put them away early, and leave with 3 points tonight.
And if you can have Castillo or Menjivar in that center circle with the ball, you'll take it just about any time with their creative abilities. And a straight red across the way. San Antonio will be down a man, and it, I believe, for a 3rd time this year is Julius James.
Now you saw the captain right there sliding in. Studs up was the call from our official, Armando Villarreal. And the straight red issue, James trying to argue his case, but to no avail. So James, and as you said, what would be for the 3rd time this season, getting a straight red. As we take a look at the replay here, ball played back, James in pursuit. And sliding in right there, the ball played away, and a tough call right there. But the referee electing to give the straight red, and that will be it for James.
We're now joined by the manager of the new franchise here in the NASL, and Jurgen Sommer. And Coach, you know what's ahead of you with Minnesota. What needs to happen between this weekend and next weekend?
A little bit for us, just we need a little bit of recovery now. We've had a long week, 3 games in a week, a little bit of travel in there as well. Obviously, with the injuries we picked up tonight, just a little rest and recovery and get our sea legs back going into Minnesota.
Now joined by Alan Marcina, who saw his team take a 2-goal lead into halftime, only to then play down a man in the second half. Your team never looked like he was playing with a disadvantage there in the final 45. What does that say about their conditioning here in the fall season?
Yeah, I mean, we've been in that situation before. We didn't want to change anything. We still wanted to dictate the tempo of the game. To be fair, they may have a little bit more possession, but nothing really dangerous. Josh never had to make any big saves, which is credit to the guys in front of them. And my guys are fighters, so hopefully that sends a message to the rest of the league.